Shalom, Parashat toldot, and this time in English. I would like to be a good person. I would like to be a good Jew. But I do not know how. What should I do? How does God look at me? And when He does, what does He see? We can learn a lot from our Parashat toldot, that will help us probably understand. ואלה תולדות יצחק בן אברהם. אברהם הוליד את יצחק. The first thing we see in our parasha is that Yitzchak, and it is mentioned twice, is the son of Abraham. That makes him important. Is this what God looks for when He is about to decide which one of us He likes or does not? Well, I'm not too sure about that. Let us remember what happened in the past. Abraham was the son of a person that did avodah zarah, oved elilim. Yet he was chosen. But of course, he had to leave. He had to forget about everything. Lech lecha me'artzecha u'memoladecha u'mibet avicha el haaretz asher arecha. He had to forget everything, even Bet Aviv, the house of his father, and go somewhere else. Start fresh. So now we know it doesn't matter who your parents are. It might help, like it helped Yitzchak. But it is not the only thing that makes God choose us or like us. Now let's see. How about being the firstborn? Even today, for instance in England, a king, the next king is chosen depending on, is he first? Is he the firstborn? Who was his father? Those things help. Not here. Not in Yahadut. We do not believe in this. And let us look at the parasha. Yaakov and Esav are twins. However, we do know that Esav is the older. It doesn't help him though. Yaakov is being chosen. Why is he being chosen? Yaakov ish tam, Yoshev ohalim. It is mentioned there that first of all Yaakov is ish tam. He is naive, he is honest, and then it is says there, ish ohalim. Ish ohalim, a person that likes to be in the tent or near the tent. What does it remind us? Of course, it reminds us of Abraham. Abraham was sitting near his tent, בפתח האוהל כחום היום, when he saw the three angels. And then, what did we learn about Abraham? Yoshev ha'ohalim. We learned a lot. We saw it in how he behaved to those three strangers. יוקחנה מעט מים ורחצו רגליכם. We will take a little bit of water and you will wash your feet, showing us that he does not want to make them feel uncomfortable. He says, we will take a little bit of water. והישענו תחת העץ. Come, be under the tree. There you will feel better and you will feel safe. ואקח פת לחם וסעדו לבכם. And I will take just bread, no more than bread, and you will eat. Of course, we know that after he brought them in, he gave them a lot of food. But this is how he got them to sit with him, showing them that it will not be difficult for him. It will not cost him too much. So we learn a few things. If we want to be chosen, if we want God to look at us and like us, we should be Ishtam, like Yaakov, and Yoshev Ohalim, like Yaakov and like Abraham. How does God look at us? Does He use His eyes like us? How about His ears? Are we in a big aquarium and running around like fish, swimming, and this huge God is using His eyes to look at us? I'm not sure about the size, but I'll tell you one thing. God does not use His eyes, His ears, and everything else we use. And again, Parashat toldot shows us this. Rivka tells Jacob, listen, you have won the Bechorah fair and square. It was Esav's, but then you got it. And I know, she knows, that God has chosen you. Now go quickly, because I heard that Esav was sent by his father Yitzchak to bring him food, to hunt him food. Bring it and make him good food. Now go quickly, because I know that you are the one. God has chosen you, and you have to fight for this. Now we see one more thing. You want to get something, you must fight for it. Nothing comes easy in life. So, you have to fight for it, you have to go, you have to cheat your father, make him think that you are Esav, and you will get the blessing. Now, we would suppose that Yitzchak will use whatever we use as people to know that whoever came to him is Esav and not Jacob. But let's see, what does this parasha tells us? It starts with Vayehi ki zakan Yitzchak vatichen enav. Tichen enav means that his eyes got darker, but what we really know that it means is that he stopped seeing well. His eyes failed him. There goes the seeing. How about hearing? Vayomer avi, vayomer hineni, mi ata bni. When Yaakov comes, he says, I'm here, my father. And Yitzchak says, I'm here too. Who are you? Which one of my sons are you? Yes? He doesn't hear also too well. So it also doesn't help him. But he's beginning to suspect that the son that came to him is not Esav, but Jacob. So he tries few more things. Gshana v'amushecha. Come here, come closer, and I will touch you. Jacob is prepared for this. Rebecca prepared him very well, and no matter how Yitzchak tries, he still believes that this is Esav, because he feels his hand and he feels that it's pretty hairy, and he says, "Oh, Jacob is not hairy; it has to be Esav." Now he can try a few more things. Ve'etam me'aochel. Let me taste the food. He tries to taste the food. Still, even here, Rebecca made wonderful food. So, again, he fails. And the last thing he tells him, come closer. And then, Vayarach et reach bgadav vayevarchehu. He smells the smell of his clothes, of Jacob, and he says, that's it. Vayevarchehu means, and he blesses him. Because he fails again. Everything that we use does not work. And Yitzchak is blessing Yaakov. Yaakov gets the blessing. So, we have learned that if you want to be chosen, if you want to be a good person, if you want God to look at you, you should be like Yaakov, Ishtam. You should be Ish Ohalim, as were Abraham and Yitzchak. And you cannot rely on your sight, your hearing, anything else. Because God does not. What does God rely on? Here's the answer. Let us remember a wonderful story. When Shmuel is trying to choose a king, future king, and he goes to Ishai, and he tells him, show me your sons. Ishai starts showing him his sons, Nadav, and then he gets to Eliav, and Eliav is very beautiful, and he's very tall. And Shmuel says, he's the one. I will bless him. But God tells him, Al tabet el mar'eu ve'el gova komato, ki me'astihu. Me'astihu is very strong words in Hebrew. I really do not want him. I don't like him at all. And then God tells us why. Ki adam yireh la'enayim ve'elohim yireh la'lev. Because people use their eyes, and me, God, I use my heart. So here we have all the answers. If we would like to be good people, good Jews, first of all, we have to rely on the right things. We have to know that God does not use his eyes like we do. So if we would look great, or if we would sing great, it is good. Sometimes it helps you to succeed. But this is not what God wants to know that we are good people. And if we want to be good, we should look at our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and learn from them, and be like Yaakov, Ishtam Yoshev Ohalim. Shabbat Shalom.